What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Friday, May the 12th, 2023. I was about to say 2022, y'all. Oh, Lord help me. Listen, we're here to talk about Novatech today, and we're going to do a follow-up on an announcement that was dropped in the back office as well as some Telegram groups. We're going to talk about what that is. It's pertaining to the bonus account and withdrawals. And of course, many of you have already been asking and wondering about returns. We're not going to get into those too much today because I believe everyone sees the same thing. So there's no need for me to bring that up here on the channel. But what we will do is remind everyone first that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BLJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man or the help me line in the comment section. They are not here to help you at all. So stay diligent in this space. And let's go ahead and talk about it. Oh, I'm on Instagram, so find me on Instagram. I'm not hard to find. Bank of Gerald, just type me up, search for me, and you'll figure me out. You'll see me over there. Anyway, let's go ahead and share the screen. I'm going to jump into my Telegram where there is breaking news from the BTGI Novatech group that I'm a part of. And this is circulating around many different groups. And it's also in the back office. And it says, "Dear members," this is from yesterday around 1:02 p.m. That's when this was posted. And it says, "Dear members, please note that we are aware of an issue that is currently causing miscalculations in regards to commissions. We are currently still investigating this issue to find the root cause, but will unfortunately need to pause all bonus payouts until the issue is resolved. Please also note that during this time, current cash out requests continue to be processed. We thank you for ongoing support and patience, or patience and support is what it says. We hope to resolve this as quickly as possible." Now, of course, this information is coming after we had stumbled upon, found the information that said that the United States was added to the restricted list. A lot of the leaders didn't even know. As I'm finding out, our brother Dap, he didn't know till later on in the day yesterday. And of course, he's in his travels and taking care of his business. As we all should, by the way. We should all be taking care of our business. Anyway, so with Novatech right now, on this Friyay, I want to say this up front. The Friyay today is coming from, my Friyay has got to come from inside of me. It's got to be in me, not on me today. Because the show ain't on me, right? It's not that I've gotten any withdrawal from Novatech. It's not that we're getting the best news in the world from Novatech. As a matter of fact, this isn't the greatest news to be receiving, that they're not processing bonus payouts. Well, let me say that clearly, right? They will need to pause all bonus payouts until the issue is resolved of the miscalculations. And this has been something that they've been talking about for a little while. They're still trying to get their systems together, and I appreciate that transparency in telling us. But we would also appreciate, especially, and I don't know the numbers. I'm not going to speculate on what the numbers are of business customers and members of Novatech that reside in the United States. I'm not going to assume, I'm not going to guess what percentage of funds come out of the United States. I'm not going to do any of that. But what I'm going to do is, in a time where you'd expect that Novatech understands that they need to be more communicative with us, with their members, you would think that they would post a bigger announcement than having us have to pretty much search for it. In the knowledge base section. This isn't something that was posted in the announcements in our back office, which lets everybody know. I don't receive that. I don't believe that I've received an email. Now, if I have and I have missed over or something like that, if any of you from the U.S. have received any emails from Novatech saying that this is what they were planning on doing or what they were deciding to do, then feel free to let me know where to find that. To let me know that they did their part and was communicative on this issue. And they may just be waiting till today. Who knows? But when it comes down to stuff like this, we don't want to find it out in other ways. We don't want to we don't want to be stumbled up. We don't want to just stumble upon that kind of information. And then, for me, a lot of people dropped it in the comment section. So I was like, huh, what? When did this happen? Yesterday. So it's got people that, are considered leaders. We're put in a position where we didn't even know. And I don't think that's good, especially if you're a platform that's trying to gain the trust of a community. And not that Novatech has to gain everyone's trust, because they've been here long enough to really have galvanized the trust of many, many people all over this world, hundreds of thousands of people, even while they're going through this. I'm sure there are tens of thousands of people that are still Team Novatech strong, not even tripping, not tripping a bit. What's amplified is always the FUD. It's always the bad stuff. So I have to keep that in mind in just reality, right? It's always going to be the negative that is amplified. It's never going to be the positive stuff that's going on. And even though Novatech hasn't given us very, very much positive things to talk about here on BOJ, and I've been very open to say I haven't gotten any withdrawals in over a month. I've been very open to say that. I've also been very open to say that I've waited a lot longer in some other platforms to get withdrawals. One in particular, we won't name drop, but some of you may know what platform I'm talking about. I won't get into it though, so don't email me. Don't do that. But anyway, listen, it is still Friyay because I decided it's Friyay. It's Friyay. It can be Friday or Friyay for you if you decide it's going to be a Friyay. One of the things that DAP said in his message to the BTGI group is, and it resonated with me, and that's why I'm sharing it, is let's get back to life before Novatech. And I'm sure he meant that to say, continue to mind our own business. We can't be so wound up in Novatech that it causes us to be crippled in our outside lives. And if we were people that were living off of Novatech, then we must have been making a pretty decent amount of money. And hopefully we were responsible with that. We didn't just go piss it off. We didn't just go, hopefully we got a little diversified here, because literally my whole channel is about all the many things that I'm in, all right? All the many opportunities that I have decided to take on. And there are a lot in this space. Novatech is not even close to the only one. Unfortunately, now it's not the best, not even the best platform on my docket. And of course, we have been fans. We still are fans, and I'm still praying and rooting for Novatech. This is a tough time. It is. It's a tough time for people that decided that Novatech was going to be their baby, and they weren't going to stray away from it. They were going to build it. They were going to cultivate it. And while we did take a little bit stronger stance on what Novatech was, for good reason, because for the longest, it's still the longest standing platform that we can talk about on my channel to date. Anything second hasn't been around a year yet, other than one other one, and we can't necessarily talk about it on socials anymore. But it was one that we were talking about for a long time, and it starts with an F. And that's still going great, by the way. So anyway, I say all this to say, I am still encouraged by the space. You will continue to see my face, whether you're in Novatech or you're not in Novatech. If this is the end of your Novatech experience, of course, it can't be the end, because we haven't even gotten a notification from Novatech about what they have decided to do and what plan they're going to put in place for those of us that are affected by this. Because there has to be something along the lines of a plan, and it has to come fairly soon, all right? We'll be patient here, and we'll wait for it. We'll just see what happens. As far as their technical issues, I do assume that they will be fixed. And one thing that I want to continue to stress and mention to us in the United States, that this is a global opportunity. Sometimes we get real wound up in being the good old US of A, right? But there's so many other countries out here. There are so many other opportunities. There's so much more people and places, and it's a big, 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 beautiful world. And just because the United States has made it hard for us here does not mean that a platform or an opportunity is not going to be committed to its foothold in other places, which establishes that they're don't have the plans of going anywhere from a larger scale. And maybe one day the United States will be a little bit more lax on what they are doing for regulation. Who knows? I don't know. I really don't know. We're learning as we go, just like a lot of you. But I'm still encouraged by this space. I'm praying for Novatech. And this is just another day in the life of cranking that crypto. You go through it. You go through ups and downs. You experience some things, but every experience, I do believe, makes you better. It makes you greater. It gives you perspective, and it allows you to, all in all, manage your risk a little more. You know, and there's so many lessons to be learned. So for those of you that are going to stick with us, we're going to continue to talk about Novatech and its updates and whatever happens, whatever we can bring, of course, without breaking compliance. We'll see if they have a plan on paying people back or if we're grandfathered in or what that looks like. But that plan is going to have to come from Novatech. It's not going to come from anybody that you expect it to come from. All right. It may come from some of the ambassadors as it trickles down from the leaders. But we're looking for some guidance from the CEO. We're looking for some guidance from her team. She's been very vocal about wanting to keep it a tight circle. And I have respect for that. I really do. But when you keep it a tight circle and you don't allow people to help you out, or you can't trust people, it makes things harder, especially when you're dealing with a large scale of people like you got going on here in Novatech. There's a lot of people. And I can tell by the views on these videos. There's a lot of people wondering what's going on with Novatech, all right? And for those of you that are new, I just want to remind you, I'm just a fellow customer like the rest of you. I'm just a person that has been sharing their journey in Novatech for the last almost 2 years, and is still rooting and still pulling for Novatech. So if you come across my video and you're looking for something negative, you're looking for me to bash Novatech, I'm going to keep it real. But let's be honest. We want Novatech to work. We're not of that vein that says we want Novatech to close or that Novatech was some Ponzi scheme or something like that. While all that may be true, as we don't know all the details of the way this started and what goes on in the minds of the people that run it. And we don't have a crystal ball. But we're still hoping for the best. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you in all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if the WhatsApp man gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you. So stay diligent in this space, ladies and gentlemen. I will see y'all in the next one. And I ain't hard to find. Find me on Instagram. Shoot me a follow. We're trying to build that up as well. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.